All right, so there's the 450. But we got this Café build going on that I just got from a junk removal job like a week ago. And if you want to see that video, I'll have it linked in the description on how I got the bike and my hands on it with a clean title and everything. Got it for free. Actually got paid to take it because someone just wanted it out of their garage. And I'll also throw up a clip after this intro of what it was looking like when I first got it. And then we'll go over what I've done to it so far. And I decided I wanted to record this video and start documenting the Café build after I already took the carb off and the tank and everything. So sorry you missed that, but I'll show you what I did in a second after this little preview of what the bike looked like the day I got it. All right, so this is the one I'm interested in. I just opened the gas tank and the gas doesn't smell dead and it looks still somewhat colorful. So I feel like the gas isn't even bad. Probably is, I probably need to drain it. Thing's actually kind of sick. I took the luggages off the side because those are just in the way. All right, so now that you've seen what it looked like, I'm gonna show you what I've done so far. Not much, just the minimal stuff of tearing stuff off. And like I said, I didn't decide I was gonna start recording this build and tear down until I already did some things, so let me show you what I did. All right, let me see if I can get a 0.5 zoom going. There we go. This is where we're sitting so far. I know it looks like a lot, but really all that's came off is the back fenders. Those aren't going back on because I'm probably gonna cut the frame right there. The air box, the carburetor, the front radiator, the gas tank, and the seats. Obviously the seats aren't going back on because I want it to be a Café racer, so I need that custom seat. I gotta paint the gas tank. And then here's all the stuff over here. Oh yeah, and the exhaust. There's the radiator down here. And then the mufflers, these big, long, ugly things. That exhaust is super heavy, so that's definitely not going back on. Probably gonna do some sort of cut off at the headers where it like stops right behind the foot peg or something with like a downpipe attachment. There's the carburetor, battery, and then the back foot pegs for the second person that wants to sit on there. There's the air box. Yeah, so not too much, but if you did want to see me pull that stuff off, sorry, I already did it, but that was the easy stuff. Now we're getting into the nitty gritty, unplugging electronics, unscrewing the motor, and trying to get the motor out. So this ought to be interesting. And I have no clue what I'm doing when it comes to stuff like this. I've never rebuilt a bike. I've never pulled the engine out of anything. The only thing I've ever worked on a motor was my carburetor on like a YZ85 I had when I was like 14. And I think I attempted to change a top end once in one of my 125 dirt bikes, and that was a fail. But I really only know dirt bikes, not even engines. I'm talking about like chain and sprockets and changing oil, messing with like throttle and clutch, stuff like that. Nothing like this. So this is going to be a learning experience. It could be a complete fail and I take it apart and don't know how to put it back together, or it could be sick. We get this thing actually built up and looking like a Café racer like I want to. Some issues that I already know I'm going to run into is welding that U loop on the back because I don't have a welder. I don't know how to weld. If I wanted to buy like a cheap one from Harbor Freight, I don't know how to cut frames. I really have no clue what I'm doing. I have no experience in this kind of stuff, but it doesn't look too difficult. Like I'm not pulling the engine apart, putting a new top end or crank or something like that in it. It's really just gonna be me pulling everything apart, sanding everything down and painting it. I'm probably just gonna rattle can the motor, get some like black cheap paint, spray the whole thing black, and then I might send the frame out to get actually sanded and powder coated professionally so it doesn't start chipping after a few months. And it'll just look way better. And then like add some new stuff, like some intake, those little intake K and N boots. That'll be aftermarket. Then probably some sort of custom exhaust tape because those headers are all rusty and I want to cover that up. New bars, obviously, maybe new, whatever you call them, speedometers. I don't know. We'll see where this build goes, but so far today's video, I'm just gonna see if I can get the motor out and electronics unplugged, and that'll be good enough. That could be good enough for episode 1. I don't know how long the series is gonna be and how many videos it's gonna be, so I might as well just do little parts at a time and then one big build video at the end. Probably just be a time lapse of the first video I made, which is gonna be this one of me tearing the motor out all the way till it's done. And I have no idea how long this is gonna take. It could take me a month, it could take me a year, so who knows. But I thought I'd start documenting it now. I'm gonna set up my iPhone on this little, what do you call these, tripods? And I'm just gonna get at it, start trying to get this motor out of this thing. I'm gonna use a floor jack and a piece of wood, so wish me luck. All right, about blew my back out trying to carry that motor over to the tire. Set it in there the right way without the shifter having all the weight of the motor or something like that. But that wasn't too bad. We just got the jack kind of sturdy under the bike, then loosened up all the motor mounts. Then I was about to start lowering it and I realized the drive shaft was still on. So good thing I realized that, because I almost snapped the drive shaft in half. That would have costed a lot of money and made this pretty much not worth it. But I think I realized it before it was too late. Hopefully I didn't put too much pressure on it and like bend it or something. But I don't think I did. As soon as the motor started tilting forward, I knew something was still connected in the back. But it wasn't too bad. Didn't even need to use a torque wrench or anything. I just actually used the jack handle for that one nut on the side that was like super tight. Loosened them all up and then disconnected every wire I could see in the starter and the spark plugs and everything, and one radiator hose that went to the speedometer that lets you see the temperature. Then slowly started lowering it, and I noticed there was a few wires getting caught up, disconnected those, and now we got the motor out. So probably gonna be it for this one. Like I said, I'm gonna make this series in little increments, step by step, just to put content on the channel as we go, and so I can keep track of everything and just make a big video at the end of all these videos just combined. Because if I just tried to do a before and after, like the whole build in one long video, I'm sure I would lose files along the way, and that would take way too long to edit that one video, and I'd rather just do it like this. But with that being said, motor's out. Gonna wrap the video up here, covered in crap. Probably gonna take a break and go upstairs and watch some YouTube videos myself on electronics and how to get them off this bike, even though there's probably no videos out there, so I might just have to guess. But yeah, that's it for this one. I'll see you in the next episode. Peace.